Honey, is it on? Is it on? Is this thing recording? What's up, y'all? This is TS Madison. I'm coming to you live, and always, and forever in color from the Outlaws podcast with TS Madison. Now, listen, today's guest is a person who I love dearly, who is very, when I say the word loud, live, and in color, who's very loud, live, and in color, has made a huge name for himself on social media, has made his presence like known amongst countless women, and has, just put out positive, feel good energy and vibes. And today we celebrate him. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and your ears close to the radio and screen for none other than Big Sexy. Get it sexy.
Hey,
Get it sexy.
Madison, I couldn't wait until I got an invitation to come here. I was waiting.
Yes.
When I see the email coming, I said,
You said yes, bitch.
Yes.
Get it sexy.
they said, hey, can we get you on this day? I said, whatever day, let's make it work.
There we go. We got Big Sexy. Listen. So your stage name is Big Sexy. What's your name?
Bryant. Everybody always be wanting to know that it's Bryant. So depending on who I'm meeting and how I introduce myself, I'll give my real name. So if I'm talking to an elder, I'll say my real name. If I'm just talking to somebody introducing myself, it's Big Sexy. But if it's an elder, I'll say my name is Bryant.
So Big Sexy, have you trademarked your name?
So this is, I don't know if I can say too much of this on camera.
Yes, you can.
However, so I was only able to do a piece of it.
Tell me.
And then I couldn't do the whole thing because it was already took. But I was able to do I changed it on paper, how I spelt the sexy. So if I wanted to use it on a t-shirt, if I wanted to use it on a book, I can use it the way that I spelled it in a different way.
Okay.
But not the whole thing because it was already took.
Because sexy is many different ways. And
yes, and see, this is the thing too. You know why God is so good? A lot of things that like professionally that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using my real name. That's why I introduced myself with Bryant B as well. So nobody can ever come after me.
Have you trademarked Bryant B?
Yes.
Good.
That's done.
Good. See, I like a good business. I like a person that's not just internet savvy, but also business savvy.
And that's you.
Oh, very, very much so.
So it's really like, as I continue to grow, I'm going to be using my real name. Of course, people are going to always, kind of like with Bow Wow and Shad Moss, how he was like transitioned to Shad Moss, but people still know him as Bow Wow. It's funny how you use the word
transition with Bow Wow.
Oh, God. So that's me. When it comes down to it, I'm Bryant B. So I use that name a lot, too, so people know me by both of them. So it is what it is.
So, Big Sexy, tell me, how did you get started?
So initially, I was friends with Jada Chivas. And I hate to say Little Baby's baby mama, but I know a lot of the world was introduced to her through Little Baby. But me and her were friends. And I was one of the very few gays in my city that got very popular, right? Because I called myself being a rapper when I was young. That's why
Wait a minute, so you got bars, bitch?
Not really.
Oh,
it was
okay.
Just, you know how when you young, it's kind of like when somebody asks you, what you want to be when you grow up? And little girls say, I'm mom. Just the first thing that comes to your head. And so I kind of played on that a little bit, wanting to be like a gay rapper. That's why when Santana came out, I was in love with Santana.
Oh, bitch, I love
because the little boy in me, I'm like, wait.
I want to say this before you even finish. This is a Santana stan page over here.
Oh, God. Me too.
I love Santana.
Me too.
Santana is a Libra.
And he loved you.
Bitch, I love.
I love Santana.
I love Santana.
That's my dog.
Okay? I just want that to be known.
That is my dog. You ever had a friend that y'all not best friends, but that's your dog?
Bitch, that's family to me. I love my Santana. Because you see auntie, because see and auntie.
Yes. And a lot of people don't understand him. You have to get to know him.
He's a Libra.
To understand him.
He's a Libra. I totally understand. I'm a Libra. So I totally understand everything. The fabulousness, the arrogance.
Yes. Yeah!
Bitch, the motherfucker can pull a nigga that a bitch that can't take. Bitch,
oh, God!
To get to the fucking money.
Oh, God.
Bitch,
oh, God.
I love
Santana. Me too.
That's just it. That's all.
Me too.
So, and I love you too. And I've watched you I watched you blossom. I watched you grow. You also were on my show when I had the Queen's Court. You came
Oh,
to the
yeah, and
Queen's
I
Court
remember
show.
that was such a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on the Grammys.
You were.
I promise. Yo, this lady.
You were.
I was so honored. I remember even when they reached out, I was waiting.
Yeah, you were.
And I remember when you did Supreme Court, I was waiting.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
You got to understand.
What are they inviting
You got
me?
to understand, Big Sexy, we're queer, and we don't really have a lot of people that, we have some,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have a lot of queer people that we could actually say like, well, girl, I can see myself in them. You know what I'm saying? Because, like they try to make people have this, well, you gotta follow this pattern. You gotta look. No, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the unorthodox star.
Mhm.
I was sucking dick, bitch. I started sucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
Selling pussy, ass, balls, dick, whatever it was, whatever was in my motherfucking care package to sell, bitch. That's what I was selling to survive.
Mhm.
And then I began to vlog about it and talk about my life or whatever. And then people started following me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so that's how I entered into whatever. Everybody has their own way that they enter the thing. You came in the game. And I don't want to tell your story. I'd like for you to tell me how you got started as Big Sexy.
But you know what's so crazy? I want to piggyback off of that. You know that when me and Flex are having conversations, you are the standard for us. And it also keeps me humble. And so let me elaborate on that. A lot of times when you think you've been doing something for 3-4 years, for some reason as human beings, we think that the red carpet is supposed to be laid out for us, and it just doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stay consistent. And I will always literally have these conversations with Flex, and Flex will say, but you see TS Madison is still grinding. So
for
you
sure.
have to stay. And TS Madison been doing this way longer than you.
Yeah.
TS Madison, I remember one day he was like, TS Madison been doing this since you was in high school.
Yes.
So you can't, and there's so many doors that she has to continue to kick down.
Yes.
And she's been doing this before a lot of girls.
Yeah.
So you can't possibly think that just because you've been viral for 4 or 5 years, that now you're supposed to be hosting the BET Awards.
Right.
Everybody's journey is different. However, you have to stay put in work. So that's so crazy because you're the standard for us. But I was always popular in my city. And so
Where you from? Tell
I'm
us where you
originally from New York, but I grew up in Savannah, Georgia. So I rep Savannah because that's all I know, really. If you took me back to New York, I wouldn't know the spots, I wouldn't know the restaurants, I wouldn't know the transportation.
So one of my boyfriends thinks that he's from Queens.
One of your boys? Maddie! One of your boyfriends?
Yeah, he thinks he's from Queens.
Maddie, how you? No, this not your. This interview is like, because how do you do it, man?
I don't claim no man.
But when you dating, because you are such a dominant person, and yeah, I know you're gonna say, I know how to be submissive, but do you really know how to be submissive?
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna submit to what I feel as a king, but he also needs to understand that the authority is me. I'm still the authority.
Okay, period. So now that we got that,
I'm the authority. Just because I'm on my knees sucking your dick, bitch, I'm still in charge.
Yeah.
Just because my face down and ass up in the air, put that leg down, nigga. This is mine. I just told a nigga last night, baby, put that leg down. You're not doing anything.
And what he said?
He put that leg down. You're not doing nothing, baby. Put that leg down. I'm not enjoying this. And if I'm not enjoying this, we're gonna stop.
Oh God,
put that leg down.
Put the leg down.
And the leg went down.
So, okay, let me get back to me. Because there's so many questions over there.
Now, we're going to have a chance to do all this foolishness, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I want to know, so you're from
the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Yes. And when my grandmother got sick, she left a house in my mother's name.
Mm.
So my mother packed us up and we migrated to Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
And so I grew up in Savannah. And it was tough because I was always...
Did you go to school there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I went to middle school and high school.
Okay.
A little bit of early college as well. And yeah, it was tough for me because I've always been flamboyant. I've always been gay. I've always been outspoken. I've always had a big personality. So coming from New York, and then on top of that, it's like an unspoken thing that Southerners have with up north people. They don't like each other. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just a different demographic. So I was going to Savannah with the accent from New York City, fat, feminine, gay, and flamboyant.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through a lot in the city, but it also made me stick out like a sore thumb because when I was around, as far as like people my age in Savannah, it wasn't a lot of flamboyant gay guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so that made me popular. And so I came out with this rap song because I called myself wanting to be a rapper. I wanted to be, in my mind, I wanted to be a gay rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Gay, flamboyant rapper. I'm talking about from 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. And so I caught myself coming out with this rap song.
Okay, what was it called?
It was called You Wanna Fuck Me Though. I'm kidding you not. And the song went viral in the city, right? And so I had went to this event and Jada started rapping a song. She just randomly came up to me and started rapping a song. So we connected. At that time, she had a big platform because she's always been that girl. She's always been that girl, always been that girl. And so she started posting me. And people took a liking to my big personality and it ran my followers up. And then from there, I started doing my own thing.
So I want to back up a little bit, just a tad. You said, tell me the moniker fat,
feminine, and flamboyant.
Have you added this into your tagline?
Ooh.
I'm always going to do that now. I'm always going to do that. I need this to be a part of your tagline.
Yes, I like that. And that is so good to just be around somebody. So everything for you is a coin in a business.
You better know it. I live a lavish lifestyle.
Because that was so smart.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when I'm talking shit on my videos, I have a thing that I open up with. That I've made a thing. I'm going to say what I want, when I want to, how I want to. And so you just really...
I'm going to say what I want, when I want to, how I want to, because I'm fat, feminine, and flamboyant, bitch, and can't nobody do nothing about it.
Down. Let me put that.
Add that.
Yes, I'm going to put that out of my notes.
Add that to your notes, because that's a part of who you are. You're fat, feminine, and flamboyant.
And I've been saying that for the longest.
Yes.
And I have been out for a while. My mother, it's so crazy. We have similar mothers. I promise you, we have similar mothers that are rooted
in the church.
In their spirituality. Rooted in the church. But I don't know if you were giving the space to be open when you were super young. I don't know that part of your journey. But I was a flamboyant guy. I'm talking about at like 13, 14.
So this brings me questions.
Mm-hmm.
So you were fat, feminine, and flamboyant even then.
Yeah.
Right? And your mother is Christian.
Yes.
Where are you in your faith now?
So for
especially
me,
in this climate now where people are using the moniker or the conversation around Christianity.
Oh, girl.
To harm queer people, particularly trans, and stuff like that. Where are you in your faith and your belief?
You know what's so crazy, Maddie? So I will say this. I know that God is real. My mother this year will be clean 36 years from crack cocaine.
Oh.
So there is a real God. I didn't see my mother smoke a cigarette. I didn't see her drink a beer. She never hit the pipe around us. When she had children, she changed her life. That's why I have the utmost respect for women and the utmost respect for my mother. I see God through her. That's how I know that there is a God. But when it comes down to the logistics of people and religion and Christianity, kiss my ass. All that shit is so... I ain't got enough time to talk about that. Especially when it comes to our community. Mm-hmm. They want to cherry pick everything and they want to make it their own. A lot of that shit they made up, I don't even take them serious at all. I make sure that I'm being a good person. Mm-hmm. I make sure that I'm respectful to people. I make sure that I take accountability when I'm wrong. I make sure I pay my taxes. I make sure I'm not harming anybody. But I don't allow a book that was given to us for control, because that's bottom line what it is, to control my life. I know so many Black gay men who are misery. Literally, because just because you out at gay pride don't mean that you out.
Right.
Okay? You're just out for the festivities and to have a good time, but that doesn't mean that you're mentally out. I know so many Black gay men that hate themselves.
Yes.
And it's because of a made-up book that was given to us to control our minds. Mm-hmm. But a lot of our people, you can't even have this conversation with them because they need it, and I get it. And that's why when it comes to certain places and certain spaces, I don't even have this conversation with people. Because I understand that a lot of people need that teddy bear. They need the comfort. They need to feel like there is something out there that is keeping them grounded in who they are. Mm-hmm. I understand that. I don't even argue with people when it comes down to religion. But you won't take what you believe and put it on me. Because a lot of it is so, Maddie, they make me sick.
Okay.
Maddie, they make me sick. When I tell you they make me so sick because they'll sit here and idolize a man that womanizes women, don't take care of his kids. He can have 30 kids around town, never seen them, don't give a damn about them, made 30 children out of wedlock. His mama in the house sick. He at the strip club throwing money, can't even afford to get her medicine. Don't check in on his kids, and they don't give a damn long as he's not gay. And it blows my mind that you have so many people, even that basketball player. I'm so glad they dropped that bitch right off that team.
Yeah.
Boy, please.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes.
Y'all make me so sick.
Yes. Yes.
They make me so mad. They make me so sick.
Yes.
Like, shut up.
Like, the God you talking about don't even do shit like that.
Please.
Get the fuck out of
and
here.
And then they got a video of him out there with the poster signs. All that shit be so performative.
Yes.
They make me sick. No, I'm sick. It's all performative. It's all for views and likes and please.
Now, I'm glad that you vocally said that, because now I'm going to challenge you with something. And this is going to be...
Got me sweating.
Yeah. This is where I'm gonna, when I challenge you with this. This is where this
Being devil's advocate?
Of course.
Okay.
You know what your auntie do.
Down.
In the devil's advocate space of this situation, you have a lot of friends that are transphobic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, uh-huh. Yo!
And who also subscribe to that same ideology that that gentleman has done on their sports. At what point, Big Sexy, do you sit down and you call your friends in? Because I'm not going to call them by name.
Mm-hmm.
They know who they are. We too are on this on the iHeartPodcast network. But I did the Miss Pat show. They didn't.
Yo.
And so my thing with them, because they subscribe to that same ideology.
Oh.
They subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Dr. Heavenly is a very, very good friend of mine.
Oh, now she cooking it up.
No, because
she cooking it.
No, I'll
Okay.
call my girlfriends, because she's my girlfriend. That's my good girlfriend. And there are times when she calls me and she be like, TS Madison, I don't know what the fuck to say. I don't know what the fuck to say about some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean some of the shit that it's saying. It's just like this shit was put in me as a kid. So you are my really close trans friend. Like, what the fuck do I say? Like, how the fuck do I fix the shit what I done fucking said?
That's real. Uh-huh.
And I'm saying this out loud because I respect Dr. Heavenly, and I also love Dr. Heavenly, and I also know that her stuff isn't coming from a place of
vitriol
or I don't want to learn it.
Got it.
I just believe it's what it is, and I don't want to learn nothing else. It comes from a place of I believe what I believe, but I also am open to learn more shit. Like, because some shit might be fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now your homegirl subscribes to that same ideology that gentleman the football player. What was he, a basketball football?
I think football.
What was he, a football?
Basketball.
The basketball player. She subscribed to some of that same ideology. How do you have moments where you able to communicate with your girlfriend and be like, girl?
That's a good question, man. You just ate that. So, let's get down to some real shit, right? So, one, the young lady who you talking about, super cool, love her, no issues, no problems. I wouldn't necessarily say that we're friends, Maddie. We're not friends. A friend to me is the person that's sitting in that booth right now. That's a friend. So I don't have the relationship with her to be able to call her up and say, hey, this is how I feel. What you said was wrong. What you said was inappropriate. I don't have that type of relationship. So I just want to put that out there right now.
Oh, okay, because me and Dr. Heavenly do.
Yeah, and so that's different. And I've even heard about, when I did the content, and this is just a little side note, when I did the content with Monique, the iconic Monique said, you are a person who changed her life, changed her perspective on how she sees trans people, and showed her how to love people genuinely, because you made sure, you said, hey, let me call this person and make this right. So that is what you call a friend.
I love
that
her.
young lady who you just mentioned, that's not a friend to me. We're just cool. But on one side of me, I'm going to be honest with you. I am from Savannah, Georgia, right? I come from nothing. My parents did the best that they could to provide and make sure that I have what I have. Still to this day, I can go home. However, I am also in a space in my life where I don't step on people's toes. When it has nothing to do with me, and this is just like the 50% of me on this side, right? When it has nothing to do with me personally, I try to mind my business because I can't really speak for an experience that you may have with somebody, or somebody may say, hey, TS Madison did this to me. Or they may be online saying, hey, I've had this issue with TS Madison. That's not my place to call you because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So I try my best in that space to mind my business.
And just be neutral.
To be neutral. If she walked in here right now, I'm going to show her love. I'm going to show you love. And that's that. That has nothing to do with me. I'm trying to get my name out there.
And Big Sexy, I'll speak to her too.
Yeah.
She just don't have the balls.
Yeah. And we about to get into some things too.
She don't got the balls.
We about to get into some things.
To sit and cross her legs like this and have a real conversation with another woman, let alone a trans woman.
But so this is my thing too, Auntie Maddie. Not all. Because all trans women are not a monolith. But what if she, and I've never had this conversation with her ever, because again, we're not friends on that level. It's just all love and passing. What if she has had experiences with trans women?
She has. They was fucking her nigga.
Outside of that, though.
Oh, okay. But usually that's where the root is, when they be fucking.
But Auntie
allegedly.
Maddie,
Let me make sure I say allegedly.
Yeah.
Usually that's where they be fucking them girls niggas. But it's like the problem is the centering of men. That's women's biggest issue. Is sitting the man in the center of their life, or centering men. You don't own men, ho.
So you feel like that's the core issue?
You don't own men. You don't own men.
So okay, what about this? Gonna be good.
Men come to this earth to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
And
you've been taught as a woman to subjugate yourself to them, to serve them, to be underneath. You know what I'm saying? You've been taught to be, the woman is supposed to be she's supposed to submit. The Bible talks about women submitting to their husband and being, you know what I'm saying, like subservient to their husband. So of course they have the mentality, it's been embedded and inbred in them to put the man into a place where they kneel and serve. But when you really come out of that and understand, like, that's a man. And a man has the ability to do whatever it is that he chooses to do. What was his rules and regulations from the book? It's a patriarchal book.
It would be so iconic if y'all two sit down and have a conversation.
I mean, I tried.
That would be so iconic.
I tried.
But let me ask you this, Auntie Maddie, because you're wiser, you're an OG. What about those women, right? Because you can't really say all.
I didn't say all.
Okay.
I was talking about her.
No, I'm saying the experiences that they've had with trans women.
Well, I know that I know her experience.
Wait, hold on, but let me. I want to ask you this though.
Experience came from them fucking her nigga, and because I was getting those pictures and videos of her nigga being fucked, allegedly.
So I had a friend,
and also because, well, not just her sister too, allegedly.
Oh.
And also because, you know, she gets clocked too. She's a brick. So she gets clocked too. And so she has a lot of masculine energy. And there's nothing wrong with a woman having masculine energy. She leans into it. I never really necessarily had an issue with homegirl. I really wanted it to be a space where, like, because I'm okay with opposing issues. I'm a Libra. Debate me.
Yeah.
I'm okay with you having an opposing issue, but we can be human beings and sit down and be like, okay, well, let's come to some common ground of thought. Let's have some thought-provoking conversation around it. You know, she chose to do nigga shit and be a nigga.
So it's two ways that I feel about that too.
Okay,
because you do have a valid point, but also, so the example, right?
Okay, come on.
And then I'm gonna give you another perspective.
I'm ready.
I had a young lady come out with me to the gay club. It was some beautiful, and I know for a fact that my friend, she loves the gays, she loves the trans, like not even in a playing way, not in a way of trying to pander. She's a real, genuine girl who loves the community. She went out to the club with me. I had to leave before her. She ended up kicking it with her other gay friends. She then calls me 30 minutes later, and this is like the second time this has happened with one of my female friends. She called me maybe 30 minutes later, panicking on the phone, going crazy. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? She said, do you know this trans girl just tried to fight me in the club? I said, wait, are you serious? She said, from the moment I walked in the club, she was looking me up and down. She said, this happens all the time. And not saying that it's right, but I'm just giving you a perspective of maybe sometimes with women experience with trans women, because of course all the time women are not correct. Of course all the time trans women are not correct, because all trans women are not a monolith and all women are not a monolith.
Correct.
So everybody doesn't think and subscribe to the same ideologies that everybody else does.
That is correct.
But I have also had conversations with cisgender women who have experienced trans women in that way of feeling like they're better, and this is just their perspective of what I'm saying. I don't feel like that. But I have talked to cisgender women who have experienced trans women and tried to lead with love and light, and it's kind of like a competition thing.
Well, I don't dismiss that either. I don't dismiss that that's happening. You know what I'm saying? But because there is tension on both sides. And so I wouldn't dismiss her experience. But when we start telling women that, you know what I'm saying, that they have been aggressive or they have jealous tendencies or insecurities towards us, they dismiss that as, it's impossible for me. I'm a real woman, so it's impossible for me to be jealous of a man or to have insecurities towards a man. It's impossible. Where I'm sitting here saying, yes, that possibly could have been an experience for that woman, because I don't know what some of those trans girls might. I don't. I don't have an issue. I have zero issues with women, black, white, or whatever. I have issues with people who are disrespectful to me. I have issues with people who deliberately go out of their way to be disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's a man, woman, or a motherfucking child, or another trans. Because I don't get along with all trans either. So I'm not saying that wasn't a valid, her calling you saying that, because that can happen. Some of them pussy assholes be doing a lot.
And so you take that experience, because that's like the third time that has happened. And so now in your mind, subconsciously, you like, do these girls think it's like an issue or a competition thing? And so I think, just like you said, it is vitriol from both sides.
Yeah.
It is. And I can understand that 100%. So that's why ultimately I can't speak for your experience. I can't speak for her experience.
Right.
Who we was just talking about.
Well, I've never met her with vitriol. I've met her with love. I've met her with hey girl, you know what I'm saying? I met her with that. I started receiving vitriol once it became, once the views began to oppose. It's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have said it like that. I'm not telling you not to have your beliefs, but you hold public office. So when you hold public office, the scrutiny on you is going to be more heavy.
But what do you feel about this is a good conversation. What do you feel? Because what if we really got to know Jess, right? Oh, well.
It's okay.
What if we really got to know her on that level, and she's actually a nice young lady? However,
she hasn't displayed it.
Wait, but let me finish.
Okay.
What if we got to know her? She was a nice young lady, right?
What if?
Because of the demographic of where she comes from, just like a lot of people who are brown and black, she doesn't necessarily hate you or hate trans women, but it just the way she was raised. So subconsciously, in certain areas and certain conversations and certain topics, it's not in a place of hating you. It's not in a place of wanting to have an issue with you, but it's just in a place of, this is how I was raised. This is my way of thinking.
Okay.
This is what was taught to me, just like a lot of things, from religion to how we eat, to how we take care of ourselves in the doctor's office. And it's not necessarily, I hate you.
It is rooted in that, though. We can say it's not necessarily, but it's rooted in that. It's rooted in a disdain or a place of uncomfortability for something that you don't know or don't understand. And so because you don't know or you don't understand it, you've built up a resistance towards it, and very much so and you have a little, even if it's a small bit of vitriol, you have it. You understand what I'm saying? Like for example, you love women. I love women too. You do your walk and you walk behind countless women. I've seen you put maybe a couple trans girls up there. Right? I've seen the comments from some of the people in your comment section that have been women reading the trans girls down. You've seen it too. Why? Why can we go to your comment section and celebrate all of those beautiful women that are walking, and you're thinking beautiful. I mean, going up and down, going up. And then when it turns around to us.
But you know what's so, and you look fab as I'm literally just sitting here looking at you. You know what it is too, Maddie? I don't necessarily even think that it's just women. Because it's been times that I look through the comments, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, we expect men to do whatever they do.
And people from the LGBT community.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of us, even when it comes down to gay Black men, we are also subscribed to a certain way of thinking and moving and operating. So I wouldn't necessarily just say me personally, it's just women, because we do it too. The gays do it too.
But we're talking, but currently right now, we're talking about the discourse between
trans women and
cisgender
cisgender women. Yeah.
So the question is,
I think a lot of people are just comfortable in the way that they think.
And that does not make the way that they think correct.
Absolutely.
Does not. And people should be open to discussion. Like, where did we go wrong? What did I do to you? Why is there a discourse? Why do you think that I should be unalived? Why do you think it's okay for someone to do harm to me? Why?
Because you know what's so crazy? We kind of had this conversation when we was filming the other day. And you so educated. I love the fact that you can't have a banter. And I love that. But I've even had to learn certain things when it comes to trans women.
Yeah,
because I have a certain ignorance in how I think as well.
Me too, and I'm trans. Me too, and I'm trans. I have said some shit that will make my own trans sister be like, girl. But it's because, you know why? I was raised up.
Yes.
But you have to have yourself open to unlearning a lot of that stuff that was inherently passed down to you, because it's hateful rhetoric. When you get to the place where you dehumanize people, because listen to the conversation. I'm never gonna call a motherfucking man a woman, and that bitch will never. It's like, why is it from a hateful place? Why is it from that place? Why is it that bitch will never be? Bitch, you will never be me. Bitch, why is it from that place? Why isn't it from like, okay, well, scientifically, you are born male. And that's okay. Why is it, bitch, you will never be me, you will never, like, what is the issue? What is the situation there?
And basically you saying when a person is able to lead in love, like we was both raised with religious women in our life, they had to get to a place of leading with love, even if they didn't understand, even if they didn't agree, even if they didn't like it, even still to this day, if in the inside of a corner of their heart, they still feel some type of way, right? They are able to lead with love. So I can understand that.
So that's just my thing. It's just like, why is it this way? And then we go to within our own community.
Oh!
How much a backlash and vitriol have you gotten from your own? Because listen, it's on the same level of how much hate I get from transphobic or homophobic women. It's on the same level in the community.
But you know what, a lot of it comes from our side. A lot of them can't take.
It comes from
jealousy.
jealousy.
Because don't get me started on them. A lot of them can't take because a lot of times they want to do what you're doing.
And don't know
that
how.
Applies for trans women, not all. I'm not applying that to everybody. That apply. And then don't get me also started on a fat, heavyset guy like myself, a fat, heavyset guy like Santana, who are in these spaces, who are in these rooms, who are doing with a lot of people who feel like they look better than you.
Yeah.
Or come from a better background than you, or serve better than you. They don't feel like you should be in those spaces, in those rooms.
Correct.
So, and again, I have also had to unlearn how I talk and how I think. I can't sit here and say that I've never said ignorant things.
Me too.
I can't sit here and say that even when it comes to trans women, one of the main things I used to, and I told you this, and we're going to get into this. I always felt like if you could pull them, I could pull them. Right? And I learned, no, you can't. It's too. And that was one of the things that I learned.
Well, you know why? Can I tell you why you had those thoughts? Because you were taught, even if it was just inherently passed, that all y'all gay, y'all the same thing. All y'all gay niggas.
When I tell you.
And it's not that. it takes sitting down, having conversations, and understanding the difference between attraction, the difference between gender, sex, sexual orientation, desire, the difference between a man and a male, a female and a woman, like the differences in between what is a social construct, what is biology, what is scientific.
Ooh, and a lot of us don't know that.
And so nobody likes to have these conversations because everybody wants to operate in black and white, like your homegirl. Your homegirl operates in black and white, and that's okay. But the world doesn't spin in black and white.
It's always gray areas.
It's always.
It's wealthy, middle class, poor, so it's never going to just
black,
be black
white,
and white.
red, green, purple, yellow. It's a spectrum of things. And so we operate in a spectrum of things. And so I think what I do like about your platform, Big Sexy, is that the way that you do celebrate women. And women appreciate you for celebrating them like that. Because yes, there is a issue with black women and the way that black women are mishandled, mistreated, overlooked, disrespected. Yes, that is a thing. It is. And for us queer people to celebrate them and to hold them dear to us and to walk behind them and say, we're doing it from the perspective of, Mama, I appreciate this is my mama.
Because they are the blueprint.
Yes.
They are the blueprint. I want to be just like my mama.
This is my mama. I appreciate you, Mama. I love you, Mama. I love you. But then, you know what I'm saying? We get to this space of those when we get into these conversations, it's like, how do you think it feels when I'm looking at the women that I love and I cherish and I care? You a big nigga. You a dude in a wig. It's like, wait, why are we here?
But Auntie Maddie, you do know that everybody serves a purpose.
Yeah.
Everybody from the haters, that is just what it is. And that's why I'm also at a place in my life where, of course I'm human, so just depending on what the chatter is on a Monday, it may bother me. But at 31 years old, I have gotten to a place of understanding that the bots, the haters, the people who are saying things in the comments, everybody serves a purpose. It is people out there that are Mexican, black, white, cisgender women, gay, they're never gonna like you.
Yeah,
and so that is the purpose that they serve in their life.
I got it. I understand that.
That is just what it is, and it doesn't matter. And some people may disagree with me on that, but it doesn't matter how many conversations you have. It doesn't matter if Maddie goes to Africa and gives away $5 million to a women's shelter across seas. You have people that are subscribed to not liking you. And that is just what it is.
I got that. And here's the thing, Big Sexy, right? You need to take that?
No.
What I'm not going to do is I'm still not going to not speak about it because all you need to do is reach one. One will reach somebody. Each one teach one, goddamn. What Monique said when she played Precious. What that shit say? Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Each one teaches one. You may not learn it from me. You may not. Somebody may learn. Like I was watching this goddamn trans girl, Miss TS, and I learned that
different perspective.
And it's okay that people don't like. I'm not trying to get everybody like me. I'm just still gonna talk and tell the story.
Yeah.
So you said earlier that, because I want to ask you this. I've always wanted to ask you this. You said that the chatter online and this and the other. I want to know what has been something, Big Sexy, that has kind of inadvertently affected you in conversation.
That's a good question.
Because we're strong.
Yeah, and you rock the podcast, and you know how to carry it, and you know how to.
That's what I do.
Take it right back. Oh, it's been a while.
But it's been.
And it's been.
It happened.
So in layman's terms, are you talking about
whatever you want to share?
Even as far as politics, or you just saying like the community
that personally that affected you personally, like a motherfucker online saying such and such as Big Sexy, da 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 da, and then
and like coming from me.
Yeah.
Not really, Maddie. It's been so long. What I tell you, I used to deal with this dude maybe 5-6 years ago that's still online talking about me. Because what happens is when you set boundaries with people and you stand on them, a lot of people can't take. But I feel like even with him, that's chatter, no response, don't give a damn. When I tell you my skin's so tough, a lot of things.
But it wasn't always. What
I'm
got you there?
talking about Maddie. It's been tough since maybe I was 15.
Okay.
You better ask about me. I don't. When I tell you, I have really, as I've gotten older, I've learned how to calm it down a lot more. I would really walk around here with a tutu on.
What got you there?
I think just understanding that people are not gonna like you and people are gonna talk, and also understanding they was talking about P. Diddy a month ago, and they're not talking about him now. And so once I had conditioned my mind to understand that a lot of it just be chatter, and a lot of people really want to get you in that space of having you feel some type of way, I don't let none of that affect me. It would have to be a person coming and lying and saying that I touched a child.
Yeah.
It would have to be a person coming and lying and saying that I set a person up to be unalive. Other than that, it's nothing. You can ask my friends right now. They would tell you, I dusted it right off my back. It doesn't affect me because I understand that a lot of times people want it to affect you, so I don't allow things to affect me. Literally, do you know today I got shot at?
Wait a minute. Come on, tell me what happened, bitch.
Do you know I got shot at
What
today?
happened
And you would never even know because I don't know.
Well, you tell me. You done started. Tell me what happened.
So I was getting my hair cut, and the way my truck is positioned is in front of my barber's house. He cuts out of his house sometimes, right, when he doesn't feel like going to the shop. So my truck was parked right in the front. I leave my doors unlocked. This is Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, you better.
My friend Flex put me up on Game of Why. I said, why you lock your doors? If you don't have anything in there, why are you locking your doors?
Yeah, because they will bust
they're going to bust your windows out just to see what's in there. So let them rambish through and go on about their business instead of giving you a headache, and now you got to go get your window fixed, da-da-da. Left my doors unlocked. I'm looking. I see this YN literally right before my eyes jump in the passenger side of my vehicle. So I looked at my barber. I said, did you just see that boy jump in my car? He like, no, you lying. I said, look right there. He's in my car. So he's like, oh, no, we going outside. He from Florida, so he ready. He jumps up. He runs to the door. I run by him. I still have on my cape. I run outside with him. He's running up to the car. When the boy seen us, he jumped out, started running, and started shooting. This happened today. We dropped, I kid you not, I can't even tell my mother that because my mother gonna say that was not smart for y'all to go and do that. But I think just in the moment.
Y'all ran him down.
Huh? No, we didn't ran him down. We started shooting. We dropped down and we let him go on by his business. And we said we'll never do that again.
Oh.
We'll never do that again. We let him go off out. And we was in shock, Maddie, for like 1 minute outside. Because just like my barber said, do you not know how that could have ended? Somebody, like in a split second, somebody could have got shot.
Yeah.
Just now. That wasn't smart. But we was just thinking out of adrenaline, running outside. So I say that to say that's not ruining my day.
Right.
I promise you. So the way that I'm set up in my life at 31 years old, I'm so sure of who I am. I'm so confident in who I am. Of course, I'm human.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I've had days where I'm like, oh my goodness, why are they saying that? But where I'm at in my life right now, I live so good. God is so good to me. It's nothing that anybody can say online outside of what I just told you, which would be lies that I would address, that can bother me. It's not. Because people are going to talk. That's just what they do. I've had people that have come for you, and I'm not even saying that person's name.
Right.
I've had people who've come for you that have come for me, no response. I don't care what it is that you're saying. You can ask Flex. They've come and they've showed me. You get no response. I don't even see you.
Right.
I don't think I've responded to somebody since I was like 20 years old. Now I do get everybody is set up different. Because my friend Flex, he's responding. I'm not. He knows that about me.
Well, I love Flex too, and I know the person you're talking about because, but sometimes you got to watch those people because they become threatening. And they're doing this stuff because they build parasocial relationships with you on the internet, like in their mind, like they're beefing with you because they're looking at your popularity. They're looking at how you command an audience or how you command a room or how people are loving. There are people that are jealous of the way people love you.
Oh, I know.
And so it becomes their duty for them to point out flaws and faults. And so, yes, that person did target you as well. They targeted me. They targeted Flex. They targeted anybody that would give them a response. And because I wasn't responding, it intensified them more to become threatening. To force me to respond. Forcing me. I'm going to beat you.
You look good.
Oh, yes, I know.
You look good.
I'm going to say thank you, but yes, I know.
And
For
but
those
this
girls
is,
that be carrying on about, I look like a man in the
but
face.
that's one
and
thing,
I'm
Auntie Maddie, we're gonna have to disagree on because I
all that
get
stuff
it.
they be carrying on, I don't let that stuff bother me.
It's no, like I just feel like right now. If a person put up 5 posts about me, Maddie, I'm not responding.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be next week they put up 10 posts. When I tell you it was a person who also harassed me for 3 years, I did not respond once. You get nothing from me. I don't see you. I know that's what you want. You're not on my level. I'll respond to TS Madison.
Yeah.
I'll respond to Jason Lee.
Yeah.
I'll respond to Jess from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
But when you haven't reached any heights of anything that's higher than the ground, well, I'm not responding till you talk to yourself. Whenever you get done is when you get done, and that'll be that.
So Big Sexy, that's why I didn't respond. I only started getting responsive when it became threatening. Like there were things that I haven't even released to the public that the courts and stuff have. That
see, that's why you got to get details before people just speak on things.
Like the courts
have,
okay. Like the courts and the DA and the stuff have like that probably has been scrubbed or erased. That the person was on a constant thing doing, and because they were trying to force me to respond, force me to engage. Because my engagement was like, go about your business, girl. Do your thing over there. I'm used to this. Do your thing over there. What I'm not used to is I want you dead. What I'm not used to is sitting on a podcast saying I want to beat you. What I'm not used to that. I'm used to people saying fat, man, ugly, broke, poor, tired. I'm used to that. Attacking me, beating my mom, stuff like this, like that are trying to force you to respond, is like, hey, I see you over here. I'm having a party, a big party, Halloween, and you're making daily posts about this is what you're wearing because you're coming to attack me. I still didn't respond even in those times. I just collected the data. And I'm glad. That I collected enough data. Because see, the internet could talk all day about, oh, he ain't do this and he didn't do that. The data was collected. And once the data was collected that they provided, I provided that to the people. And that's why the children were they at.
You don't play. But even, Maddie, and we may have different perspectives with that because you are, even from the tagline that you gave me, you're a businesswoman that don't play.
Yeah.
And I love how you said, I'm rich. Nobody's touching me.
Nobody's touching me.
So we may have different perspectives with that. I just feel like even with a person sending out them threads, they're not even gonna do nothing. It's all for show and game.
But Sexy, you gotta listen. We're in a time now where a click and a view is important to these people.
That's true.
10 minutes, a click and a view is important to these people, and what people will do for a click and a view, you can't underestimate it.
You gave me chills. That's the truth.
As being a public figure, because people will try to absorb that because they don't know how to get that. Like, especially when they've ceilinged to go beyond now from now on out in a weird way, that person is forever attached to me. That's his story. I'm gonna move on from this. I'm going to move on from this.
That was like a housewife read.
That's his story.
Yes.
Because he's going to have to, once he gets out, he's going to have to go on with that.
I love a housewife.
He's going to have to live in that. I'm gone. I got tours and movies and shit I'm producing and things. He's going to live in that. He's going to be forever attached to, I went to jail because this happened with TS Madison. I have an aggravated stalking charge because I did this to TS Madison. That's his story. My story don't stop there.
Yeah, and you have a valid point. Because I'm a person that's, the way that I'm able to grow is listening. And what you said was wise.
Imagine, but Sexy, imagine had that gentleman came. You see how it's socially everywhere?
Yeah.
It's socially everywhere because it's me. He could have did that to somebody else. It's me you did it to.
But even Maddie don't
Imagine,
play games though, y'all.
imagine
That's
you,
what it is.
imagine had I
riding
came
by her
outside.
house.
Yeah,
Nothing.
but imagine had he had the things happen and he acted on it.
You right.
Listen, I'm going to give you an example. We all love Shamar. I love Shamar.
I love
Shamar. But how many viral videos of people attacking Shamar go out?
That's the truth. I also think, though, I love Shamar. I love Shamar down. I think, though, Maddie, you talking about TS Madison, the mogul, on how you handle yourself.
I want you to understand that's
and
correct.
Shamar is a person that's going to meet up and fight. You're not doing that.
Then that's who that person should have attached himself to. If he wanted those types of moments, he should have attached himself to Shamar.
Yeah, I get it. But you would never be in those places.
Don't attach yourself to me. Don't think that I'm going to come outside of my $1.2 million home.
Yo, this lady serves TV.
Imagine that I'm not going to walk outside of my home, my 10,000 square foot mansion, on my grounds to fight you. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Well, so that you can go back, or you can have a view, or you can, because even when we pulled up and rolled around and did all this stuff, they went back and were posting about this all day.
Yeah,
this was content for them.
When I tell you, people had literally axe flags. We'll talk when we get okay.
Yeah,
axe flags. But I tell you, that stuff be like this to me. When I tell you, they had to literally come to me about 15 times and say, "Look, did you see? Did you?"
Well, Big Sexy, you got to understand this. You're also male presenting. I'm also a trans woman. You do know in this time and area that to do something to let's say he had succeeded in his thing of beating me or whatever, or hurting me.
Absolutely.
Or let's say that he had got me to shoot at him, and I would have been fighting a case like
you
this.
ate that. Period. You're right.
It's already
it's an easier attack.
It's an easier thing.
Absolutely.
And it's easier to have these people on your side because they already have, like the homegirl over there, they already have these biases already.
Yeah, and I get that. I understand.
I can't ignore threats like that.
I understand.
Yeah, I fuss back and forth. I read Tasha K. I may read that other doo-doo brown bitch. I may say some stuff back there, but bitch, it's not to the point of death. I don't take death.
Absolutely.
I don't take that I want you dead shit. I don't take that you online looking up my address. I don't take that you online posting my home. I don't take that type of stuff lightly.
Absolutely. And I get that.
Because you're inciting people to do harm to me as well.
Yeah.
I don't take that lightly.
And I get it. I
don't just ignore that. I'm calling the motherfucking police.
100%. I understand that.
Yeah. All right, so we come to the end of our show, and the end of our show is where it's called Ban It, Bitch. Now, this is my favorite part of the show, right? Let me get down here to the end. I got old. There you go. Now, Big Sexy, it's time for my favorite segment called Ban It, Bitch. Some people are out here banning drag shows, LGBTQ plus books, and even our very existence, but we're flipping the script on them hoes, bitch. And I'm trying to find out from you, what's something that you would ban if you ruled the world? Here's how it works. We each get a minute to make our case for what needs to go. And the producers in there will keep track of time. They'll call out when there's 30 seconds left and there's 10 seconds. And we each get a minute. So let me kick it off and show you how it's done. Ready?
Yes.
If I rule the world, hi, my name is TS Madison, and if I ruled the world, I would ban bitches playing in my motherfucking face. I would ban bitches acting like that they are an ally and they are a friend and that they are supportive and on the sidelines, bitch, they are doing the darkest of works. I would ban those motherfucking hoes from coming to the drag shows, for watching Drag Race, for motherfucking goddamn sharing the stuff. I would ban them from having fake pages and being able to say how they feel behind fake pages. Say it with your chest, bitch. I would ban those hoes from being over there, honey, giving them opportunities to come work for prides and working for gay events, knowing that they don't like us. I would ban them from taking our fucking money and going back home calling us faggots. at the motherfucking end. I will ban all you phony ass, cock-eating ass bitches. Amen.
That was good. That was good. My turn?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
My name is okay, there it is.
You know I know. Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Big Sexy Official, and I would ban women and men having children that are not financially stable.
Ooh.
I think that it is so irresponsible to go and make a baby when you are struggling so bad yourself. When you cannot pay your bills, you cannot feed yourself, you cannot provide for yourself, and you're having 5 and 6 children. You are bringing kids into the world in a space that is already not healthy for them. And then you wonder why there are so many kids out here that are disobedient, getting into trouble because they come from a home where they are already in a bad place. I think that it is just so selfish for women and men to have kids and they not in a good place in their life. I think that is so crazy. And y'all be wanting to worry about everything else that don't matter when it comes to our community, and y'all have 5 and 6 and 7 kids and you don't even have no damn job. That is so crazy to me. And then us as a community, we'll congratulate them and say, congrats, knowing that she's already struggling.
So you want to ban her?
Yes, and him.
So say ban them.
Ban them.
That's it. All right, y'all put your hands together, honey. That was Bad and Bitch with TS Madison and Big Sexy. Big Sexy.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah. Big Sexy, I love you like a fat bitch loves chocolate chip cookies. If I'm home in June, I'm gonna make it to your event. I just probably gonna need to come in from the back.
Okay.
You know. I always have and always will wish the best for you in your career and your endeavors. I see so much stuff for you.
Thank you.
You're a light. You're positive. Don't let anybody smother that out. I would suggest that even though the things that you don't pay attention, that you keep a little side eye over there. Don't respond, but just keep an eye, because the bigger you grow, the more target you become. And people will try to hurt you just because people love you.
Yep, that's true.
And I love you now.
Thank you. I love you too.
Now, we're going to talk some more after this. You know? But I need you to tell the people that don't know where to find you.
All of my social media platforms at Big Sexy Official. Everything.
That's it?
Yes.
Anything you want to plug?
I have my event coming June 6th, you guys. It's my birthday annual fashion show. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I have so much amazing content on the way. I have literally a publicist reached out to me the other day, a 90s icon that the girls are going to gag when they see this next week. I'm going to be able to go on vacation. Flex always tell me when I get certain people, you can go on vacation. With her, I'm going to be able to go on vacation.
All right. And you heard it here, right here on the Outlaws podcast. Big Sexy, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank
I love you.
I'm so honored. I was waiting. I said, okay, when am I getting my in? Because Flex think when I had did the Supreme Court, he said, he hate how I did on the Supreme Court. He says, you kept over-talking her. He said, Nettie ain't never invited you back.
No, you my baby.
That's what he told me.
Listen, you're a ball of big energy. I expect that from you.
When we first started, do you know he stood at that door and said, okay, now remember.
You are a ball of energy. I expect for you to be, because listen, I got to take over Spirit too. I'll come in and take a room over too.
Take over Spirit.
Bye, y'all. Is it still on? Is it still recording? Honey, you bitches is still here. Make sure this is what you do. Get down there to www.patreon.com/Outlaws with TS Madison, honey. You got to tune in, honey. We still talking, child. A lot of y'all can't stay on for an hour, but the rest of y'all that can, come on to the Patreon. www.patreon.com/Outlaws with TS Madison.